I hate that AI is going after creativity like this. Hi friends, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Amy and I crochet plushies based on games, anime, all the fun pop culture stuff. I actually just took a break from crocheting for like a few days because I did a convention, and I always try to take a break after a convention to like recharge, do some other hobbies that I love. And I do this because I don't want to burn out on crocheting. I want it to stay fun, I want it to be fun. So I always take a break. After a couple days I start getting this itch again, and then I start crocheting again. For this video I have a few things in mind I want to work on. First, I have 2 commissions that I need to get started on. One of them is for my sister-in-law. She asked me to make her some bunny ears for her headphones, and the other one is for my grandma, who wanted me to make a bunny snuggler for my cousin slash her granddaughter, who is currently expecting her first child. So that is something that I'm gonna be working on, and I have another pattern in mind that I want to start working on. I'm gonna keep it a little secret for now, but I will tell you when that is gonna happen. My first convention is in April, which is AnimeCon, so I have a little time to work on things that I like. But first things first, this is the current state of my yarn card. It is a complete mess. So let's tidy up this yarn card first before I can like get started on something, because this is giving me anxiety. So I need to clean this up and then we can start crocheting again. Is really low, so I'm gonna have to keep this short. I'm sat in front of my yarn shelf in the garage. That's why the lighting is really bad, but my husband is gaming with some friends, and I wanted to give you guys a little update. First of all, I finished, or almost finished, the little bunny ears for on top of the headphones. I just need to, as you can see, I need to weave in some ends, and I also need to add some ribbon so you can attach it to the headphones. So I will show you guys when it's done what that looks like, but the crocheting bit is done. They look so cute. I actually followed a YouTube tutorial for this, but I don't remember the name of the creator. I will leave it on the screen below. And I also got some yarn in because I already told you that I'm doing a commission for my grandma for a bunny snuggler, which is this one, which is really cute, but I didn't have the color yarn for those. I also don't know who this is by because it doesn't say anywhere in the pattern who this is by, so I will try and see if I can find it. I will put it on the screen if I do. Please, pattern creators, put your names on the pattern so I can reference you in videos. I got some yarn in for that, so I thought we could do a little yarn haul and see what I got. So let me open this. Of course, I got more colors than just for the bunny, because if I'm gonna place an order, I'm gonna place an order. So I got these 2 grays for the bunny. Then I got this beautiful green. The lighting is terrible, as I said, but I got this beautiful green for like the body of the bunny, because he's like wearing some like dungaree kind of things. I got red so I can make the mushrooms again. I got some red, and then I got white because you always need white. I'm always running out of white. I got some white in bolans for the mushrooms again, and then I got this green yarn, which is different from this one. I don't know if you can tell the difference, but I want to make some Shrek, so I think I'm going to use this yarn, this green yarn for Shrek. This beautiful, like, it's like kind of like an ivory color, which is really nice. I think I'm going to use this for the bunny. And then I got this beautiful, it's like a terracotta, like orange, which is so stunning. I think this one is new because I order everything from Mr. Yarn, if you didn't know, and I think this is a new color. So really excited to find a purpose for this one because it's so stunning. And then the last 2 colors I got were these little darling colors because they finally had white. Yay! I've been waiting for this forever. But I also got some pink, and then I got the white. So that is my haul. I'm gonna have to put everything in the cubbies. And then I can start working on the bunny as soon as I'm done with the ears. I think the snuggler is going to be really cute. Yeah, that is my current update. So I will let you guys know when I finish this, and you will see me wear it on the headphones, and then I'm gonna start working on the little bunny snuggler. I have finished the bunny ears. I put some ribbons in the band, in the headbands, so you can easily attach it to the headphones. I think they turned out so cute. Yeah, they are so sweet. I used Wolan's yarn for this. You know, like chenille yarn is always a little bit fragile, so I hope it stays pretty like this, but otherwise it's fine. I will just remake them for my sister-in-law. It's not a big deal. I already sent her a picture yesterday and she was like obsessed with it. I also started on the bunny for, wow, there's a bunny theme going on. I didn't realize. Started on the bunny snuggler and I finished the head. I actually redid this one because I used darker gray for this, but it didn't look as nice. So I had to redo the head and then use this lighter color, but I already put the eyes in. So it was like a struggle to get the eyes out. I used two different kinds of tools. I had to ask my husband, didn't work, and finally I got a lighter and I used a little like flame on the backing so it would like get loose a little bit and then I could take it off. But oh my god, for a second I thought the eyes would be gone forever, but I managed to save them, thank god. I also started on the legs. I finished this leg and I started on this one, but I was kind of on autopilot mode yesterday and the bunny is actually wearing like some kind of lingerie type thing, and I didn't realize you had to start with the yarn, with that color yarn, after the like feet. So I'm gonna have to frog this also and redo it. So we're not off to a great start with the bunny snuggler. The pattern doesn't specify that you have to use your yarn for the outfit. For this one it just says change to gray, so I was like looking at the like arms if it said a different gray or like dark or light gray, but it says also gray, so I don't know. But yeah, I should have double checked, but it's fine. I'm gonna continue working on that tonight. I think I might get the body done tonight. There's also like a nail that I need to fix because there's a dent in it, so I'm gonna do that first and then I'm gonna continue working on the bunny. I need to update you a little bit. It's actually been a few days, but I forgot to charge my camera, all kinds of stuff. So, hi, I need to update you on the little snuggler bunny because I finished him and look how cute he turned out. So sweet. Look at the eyes. I'm so happy I was able to salvage the eyes because they fit perfectly. I love the color scheme. It is so cute. Look how floppy the ears are. Oh, so cute. I love him so much. Finished the little bunny. Then I got an idea, which I'm not gonna tell you guys yet in case it might not work out, but related to that idea, I started crocheting Love from One Piece and I wanted to make him a little like pocket version. So this is what I have so far. He still needs arms. I need to finish the hat that he wears. I need to add a beard. He needs a jacket, but like he's on its way. I just wanted him to be really small, so this is like the second version of him because I made another one, but I thought that one was too big. So we're gonna see how this one turns out. We'll see. I have something in mind and I hope it looks like that when it's done. That's what I've been working on. And I mentioned in my Geeks and Freaks vlog that I got this little beaded star from a cosplayer, which has been my fidget toy for the last 2 weeks. So I bought this giant box of beads so I can make them myself because they're great fidget toys. And last night I was watching You've Got Mail and I was watching an Olsen Twins movie. And I was just sat on the couch making a whole bunch. Oops. Making a whole bunch of like these little stars because they're really easy to make but also quite fun. And then I have like a whole bunch of fidget toys that I can use. I can give them away. I'm gonna work on Law next. I think I will update you guys when he's finished so we can judge the end result together. I have a couple of days off from work, so I've just been in my cozy, comfy zone. And I was actually planning to do a lot of crocheting, but I've fallen into the wormhole with the beads and I've just been making things with the beads. Like I made more stars, but I also made this little like flower charm thingy. I also ended up making these 2 little cats. It's just so much fun. I love it. So this channel is gonna turn into like a beads. No, just kidding. I just need to get it out of my system and then I can continue working on the crocheting. I have started on Law's hat. I don't know if I mentioned that, but I have started on it and I just need to finish the visor bit. Is that what you call it? That came out of nowhere. But yeah, that is my update. I haven't done much crocheting. Don't mind my wet hair, I just got out of the shower. I have finished Law. I'm not entirely happy with his coat, but I will show you him first and then you can also decide for yourself. Ta-da! Oh, so sweet. I'm not super happy with his coat, but I also already made like 3 different variations of it and none of them really excite me that much. So I guess we're just sticking with this one for now. But I feel like it turned out so well for what I wanted. Like I really wanted this like small, chubby version of Law. Like with little stubby arms, and he has like bubble stitches for the leg. I have written down the pattern for this. Maybe I'll do a testercall. Speaking of testercalls though, I know there has been some, discourse is not the right word, but there has been some upheaval in the crochet community on Instagram because AI is taking down, or has taken down, I believe it has happened to one creator so far that I know of, where AI has taken down all their posts because they were tagged with specific fandoms. And now everyone is being super cautious and changing names on their posts and Etsy listings and stuff, which I'm a little bit worried about because, as you can tell, fandom is basically my niche. Like that is the thing that I wanted to do when I decided to start this like little business, this account. I wanted to do mostly fandom stuff, but if AI is gonna make that difficult, then I don't really know what to do. I guess for now I'll just be extra cautious while posting about things on Instagram and not using the government names of things. But yeah, it just really sucks. I hate that AI is going after creativity like this. It pisses me off, honestly. Listen, I can rant about AI being horrible for like 2 years. But like, we all know this, right? But yeah, that is something that I need to consider, because if AI is gonna make it even more difficult to post fandom things, then I don't really know what side I'm gonna do. Then I would have to think about maybe just doing fandom things for cons that I'm at instead of patterns. But I don't know what type of patterns I would want to make, because I still don't want to make patterns. Yeah, it just sucks. I think I'm just gonna keep going and posting for now, just with different names. I'm not gonna, like, I wouldn't post this on Instagram and be like, look at La from One Piece. I would be like, look at this heart pirate. And then people would also know what it is. That is my strategy for now, I think. Maybe I will lean into different types of patterns in the future, like more fantastical creatures that don't have an IP instead of characters. But it's difficult because that is what I wanted to do when I started this. So, yeah, lots to think about. The idea that I had, that I told you guys about, that I wasn't gonna share yet, I think I might share it because I really like how La turned out. My idea was basically, as a person who is obsessed with blind boxes, to make an anime husbando blind box range. So I would make all the characters in this format and use different types of anime husbandos. Like we would go for like La, we would go for Gojo from Jujutsu Kaisen, maybe Lloyd from Spy Family, that would be fun. Nanami from Jujutsu Kaisen. I would have to really like narrow down the characters that I want to use. Also, if you have any suggestions, leave them down in the comments. That would be so helpful. But I would like to do like a little range of like maybe 6 type of husbandos, and then make a little blind box for those to sell at cons, because I think that would be really fun. I know people like blind boxes. I really like blind boxes. Like I would definitely buy one of those if I saw it. That is an idea that I had in mind. So I think I'll start making a list of like anime husbandos to possibly use for this blind box. Would be really fun if I could do this before AnimeCon in April. That would mean I have like 2 months left to make this happen. Perhaps I'm gonna write up his pattern first, make him again, and then post a tester call for this little baby La. I have a few other things that I want to do today. I want to spend some time coloring, so I want to read. I'm currently reading Alchemized by Sailing You. I've already read Manacled, so it's really interesting to see all the differences between Manacled and Alchemized, but I'm really into it. I'm like halfway. This is going to be a really long yappy segment, but I also got accepted to a market in March. Abunai is collabing with Eindhoven Game Festival to do a market on the Sunday, and I got accepted to do that market. I would love to make some little game related things to bring with me to that convention, or market should I say. Eddie in Oslo, the creator where I did the freerun tester call from, they have a pattern for Koroks that is really fun that I might want to do. Maybe something from Silk Song, because that is super hyped at the moment. I haven't played it, but that is super hyped. Maybe some bob-ombs, but like a smaller version of the bob-omb. So I might start on something like that in this vlog also. But first, La, he's so tiny. Also, if you're asking about Kat and Levi, I need to make cat again and I just haven't felt like it. I'll be honest. Maybe in the future. Update on law. I don't know if I told you guys this yet, but I fixed the jacket, so I think this one is definitely better than the one I had previously. But I wrote down the pattern, I typed it out, and I've been trying to remake him, but for some reason he keeps turning out too small, even though I followed the exact pattern that I wrote down while I was making this one. This is currently my 3rd attempt. I would love to have finished at least one more before I put out a tester call, which I was gonna do this weekend, but I unexpectedly got accepted to do a tester call from Eddie in Oslo. If you've seen that video where I made Vriren as a tester call, she also uploaded a tester call for Uppbeat and I applied for that, but I didn't get accepted. And she messaged, whoa, that's a difficult word. She messaged me yesterday that one of her testers backed out if I wanted to test. So I said, sure, of course. So I have to finish that before Sunday, and today is Wednesday, which is definitely doable, but I might need to put law on the back burner for now. But this is the pattern that I got accepted for to do a tester call, and he looks so cool, so I'm really excited to start working on him, possibly a little bit later tonight. I've been working on this top for the last couple days and he's finally finished. Well, finally. I think I did it pretty fast considering the deadline. But I finished him yesterday and he turned out magnificent. I am fully obsessed. Like, look at this hair. Oh my god, I love it so much. I did actually freehand the slingshot bit, so that is not in the pattern, but everything else is in the pattern. He turned out so good. Thank you, Eddie in Oslo. Thank you, Kiana, for letting me test. I am fully obsessed and I think I'm gonna keep him for myself. I don't think I'm gonna sell him. I just love him so much. I finished that yesterday and I also started working on La again. So I have the, the body done so far. It looks like an egg. It looks so stupid. It just needs hair and stuff and then it'll be fine. And I've also finished the cap of the hair. I just need to finish the strands and that will also be done. This is the last bit of Little Darling I have left in black, so I'm a little worried. I can just use the jacket from the other doll that I made if needed, but I hope to be able to finish the hair at least, because otherwise I'm in a pickle. I really want to finish a lot today. I hope I can do it, and then I want to put up the testercall tonight. That would be ideal. I have Usopp and La next to each other on my desk and the height difference is too fucking funny. I have basically finished the La, the second one. It looks like this without the jacket, but I'm still not super happy with it. I did do a poll on Instagram and people prefer this one over this one, but I have started a third version because I just keep second guessing myself. It probably shouldn't be this difficult, but I'm making it difficult for myself. I feel like his hair is not the way I want it to be. And maybe the head is too big. I don't know. I'm just gonna make another version and then we'll go with the best one out of those. As I said, I was running out of black and I did lose yarn chicken. So I have ordered some yarn, but I have to wait for that. But in the meantime, I'm just gonna work on the body. I don't know when the yarn is gonna come in. Maybe later this week. So in the meantime, I will need to figure out what I'm gonna make. So I might make some Koroks for the game festival thingy that I have in March. As I told you, I finished the Usopp and today it's the 23rd of February and the pattern will be live today. So if you're watching this video, the pattern for Usopp is already out. So go check out Eddie in Oslo and give that pattern some love. In the meantime, I'm gonna keep breaking my head over these freaking La cheapy babies. guys saw in the last clip, I finished the little korok. You will sew quick and easy to work up, so fun. I will definitely be making more of these for the game festival that I'm doing. Also getting my yarn order in today, but you will see that in the next vlog. I've yapped enough in this vlog, we're gonna end it here, but you will see my yarn haul and my finishing of law in the next vlog, so be sure to keep an eye out for that. But as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. I will leave all my links in the description below, and I will see you guys in the next vlog or at the next one. Bye!